Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jen with Parcel and Page. I wanted to set up a couple of pages of my June journal spread with you. Again, we're using Hubman and Chubgirl, which is what I always use for my personal journal. Let's see. And I always do the first 4 pages the same. So just, not that I'll forget, but I like to put the journaling card on the first page. I'm going to go ahead and do it with double-sided tape this time. This journal is chonky. This is going to be the last month I get out of this one, so next month I'll have to start with something new. Well, that was painfully slow. Let's see. Let's center this the best I can. You can see when journals get too full, it's kind of hard to keep a flat side here. So that's relatively boring, but there it is. Now, I did draw this out a little bit so as to not kill you guys as I go through it, but I'm going to do a woven rainbow pattern down here using the colors that are in the theme this month. I got as close as I could. There's actually, let's see, 5 separate colors. We have the pink, orange, yellow, green, and purple. So let's get this started. Leaving some room on the bottom so that I can weave the pieces in and out a little bit easier. Okay, I had to fix a couple of those. No matter how many times you look at it, it's really hard to get it right the first time. I think I probably blew it a little bit when I added the purple. I didn't do that originally, but that's okay. Let's see if I just thought this was pretty and went really well with the rainbow theme for the month. Misjudged how much of a pain in the rear it was going to be, but I think it'll be worth it when it's all done. Okay, now I want to go over this tool, get them down. This is just a generic washi that I got online, so it's not the stickiest or greatest, nowhere near as good as the actual Hubman and Chubgirl, but you get the point. Now let's erase my original pencil lines. Okay. Now let's let's add in a month sticker for June. This is a very colorful theme this month. I like it a lot. About there. Okay. And now we'll add a few of our llamas. I know I always say it, I'll say it again, but I really do love the Hubman and Chubgirl stickers. They are adorable. I also like art journaling, or creative. I guess this is technically creative journaling. No, it is creative journaling, but I do like doing the artistic stuff. In addition to this, let's throw in one rainbow. And I do have their washi. The blue would be okay. I think if I use the other one, it would be a little much. No, fine. Okay, again, it's getting really hard to do anything in the spine of the journal because it's so big. Let's see, maybe we'll add a couple planner stickers down here. I have some extras too. I was gifted a planner kit for the month, so let's see. Let's get you. And I know it's sitting on the rainbow, but come on, it looks like it's throwing up. Okay, I'm going to leave that for June. Okay, now my next 2 pages are always a calendar for the month. Again, I sketched it out some ahead of time. Let's see if I can find my smaller ruler. Nope. Okay, big one it is. I marked it off. June 1st was on a Monday, or is on a Monday. So I counted everything off. We have a total of 5 weeks. I make them all, each of my days are 5 by 5. Come on down to here. And if you make a mistake, you can always leave it unless it really bothers you. Then if it does, I have a white acrylic, or actually this is, I don't think this is an acrylic marker, it's a Uniball Signo. Works really well for white, covering up mistakes, or you can use an acrylic pen. The only thing I don't like about the acrylic pens is that they can take a while to dry. So let's see, I'm gonna go across now. Okay. It makes it easier to put in the rest of the vertical lines. Okay, I have the calendar drawn out, and then over on the side I have one area for appointments and then another for a to-do list. Let's go like this. Okay, that's all drawn out. Give it a second for everything to dry, I can start getting rid of this here. I don't know what kind of notebook to get next. This is the only one I've ever used because I just started journaling in November of last year. And I have, because I didn't really do much in the beginning, I changed the way that I do it. I said this before. I think that I learned that I actually do like to write quite a bit in here. So I think this month in particular, because I have a few extra pages, I'm going to do 2 pages or 2 dates per page, rather than sometimes you'll see, you know, an entire week on one or spread between 2. That's not enough room for me to work. I don't like doing it that small. So let's see. We will add another. Let's see. Well, I won't put the June in there yet. Let's wait for that. Okay, and then I do like to use these date. Let me see. Where are my date dots? Well, I'm holding them in my hand. Oh, dear Lord. It has been a very, very long day. Okay, I start my calendars on Monday. So, oops. Okay. One thing you can do when you know you have to put down a whole bunch of, if you fold it over a little bit, you can see it like leaves a lip. It makes them easier to pull off, especially since you know you have to do these quickly. Or you don't have to do it quickly, but you know where you're going to put them all. Okay, date dots are down. One thing I didn't notice is, oh, nice to see it now, but they're all kind of diagonally in the colors of the rainbow that they use on this spread, which I like a lot. This I will use for maybe like a birthday or something super important that I can't forget. Otherwise, I will add them to my my dailies, which obviously I haven't done yet. The next 2 pages that I'll do, I always do a mood tracker, and then something, this is sort of up in the air. Sometimes I'll do a to-do list for the month, or if there's somewhere I'm going in like a vacation or something, I'll put like a list of things that I need to remember to pack. So that one's still sort of up in the air, not sure what I'm going to do there. This month I do have a trip coming up for my dad's 80th birthday. Secret to him, so I'm excited about that. So maybe I'll put some, that's actually probably what I'll use this for, is to put reminders of everything we need to do, you know, get the caterer, get the stuff ready for it and all that. So I think I'll do that there. But anyway, so we're good here. I want to peek through these planner sheets and see, because this month there's actually quite a bit of extra space to use. Let's see if I have I don't want to use functional boxes here because they don't really make sense. Oh, I could use a to-do list though. I can put that here. Okay, and we will center it, let's see, about 3 and 3. Okay. To-do list, I like that. And maybe I will use one functional box for up here for appointments that I can't forget. So let's see. Well, let's go with the blue rainbow since we have the llamas underneath. Put you. Say 1, 2, 3, 2.5, 2.5. Okay. Put you about right there. Another thing I love about this set is that everything is in like a rainbow ombre. So nothing is really just one color. It's all at least 2. Really pretty. And these I love too. Okay. So Now we can decorate some. I do have the Tombow markers that match pretty much the best you can get. I have, let's see, the pink is 817. I have orange is 933. Yellow is 25. Green is 173. Blue is 452. And the purple that I'm using is a little bright, but it's 665. And then I brought another bluish in here. It's like a bluish purple. It's 533. I can use that. And then N95 is always good for shading or adding lines, which actually I will probably do. I'll do that right now. Just gives the boxes a little bit of something extra so that they're not so plain. A lot of the times I'll use a one of the colors that correspond with the theme, but because these are so bright, I think it might be hard to write on top of them. Maybe yellow would probably be the easiest to do, possibly green, but they are really bright. So we're just going to stick with gray here. And I'll just leave that open. Okay, and now since these are a little blah looking, I'm going to add just a little bit of color to the side and underneath, just to outline a little bit. Just gives it a little bit of extra color. And then maybe I'll do, let's see, we have, let's try the purple. I may regret that because it's a little extra, but I do like it. Okay, cool. I like to do the markers before I do any of the stickers, because sometimes obviously if there's something you want to put down and you can't get to it because you've already done. You know what I'm going to do? Let's do like a rainbow. Let's do red. Actually, I like that. I was afraid it was going to be too much, but I don't know that it is. I think I'll do the same thing across the bottom. This I think is a good place for this color because I'd rather not repeat along the bottom if I don't have to. Who else was going along with me, Roy G. Biv? Anybody? Because I was. Okay, let me throw in a month sticker. I am making a god-awful mess on this desk. I can't find anything. Okay, since we have a good amount of space up there, I'll use one of the larger headers. I'll put you maybe, and put him right there. If it's crooked, I apologize. Hard to see from this angle. Okay. So now we will go through and decorate. Oh, this is actually my original plan was to put some of these down here, and it looks like they will fit. That might actually be a really cute way to decorate these. Again, I said I'm going to do 2 dates per page, so I'm probably going to want to hang on to the planner size stickers and the sticker sheets. I also have the variety sticker pack in here, and then my die cuts if I want to use those. We got that one, and then let's do this to sort of match what we got going on here. Okay, cute. And then, don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do. I can't find anything. Okay, here we go. And we'll put, actually, maybe I'll do some of the variety stickers. One thing about this month's variety pack is these things are blang blang. I got the silver foil and then holographic. These aren't too bad. They're pretty washi. Oh, actually, that's not. That's plastic. This is washi. As you can see, these are all holographic. These are not. They're writable vinyl, which is great. And then we have more blingy stars. So there is, they made no qualms about letting you know that rainbows were the thing for the month. So I'm going to put some of these stars down here, actually. I think they're pretty. And we have blue. And since that box is green, I'll put in a yellow. And then over here, we'll do a green and pink-ish. I guess that's pink. Can't tell if that's pink or orange. I think it's pink. Well, I think that's orange, actually. So let's put down the pink. Yep, definitely orange. Okay. Put that there. And then I'll put down, let me see. What do we have? Maybe I'll use one of these for, actually down there I think I'm going to leave for a strip of washi. So I'll put these guys up top. Well, no, not with the rainbow dates. Let's try. Cloud is cute. I know there are clouds there too, obviously, but they're not as obvious as the rainbows. And I'll put the other one up on the other side. Okay. And let's see, we have the llamas, stars, more llama, and then the clouds. Okay, maybe I'll keep with the, you know what, no, let's do some washi on the bottom. We'll block off this spot, won't put it there. Okay, come on, there we go. Okay, we'll just put a little bit right here. One disadvantage, well, okay, I don't know if it's a disadvantage because they are usable in other themes. I didn't think that they were, but dang it. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't really think that they were. I thought they were always sort of proprietary to the theme that they came out with, but I have used other month's washies and other planned dates. So let's see. Do I mind the torn? Eh, it's okay. 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 Now I don't want to go too crazy with colors on this because the rest of this is going to be kind of, maybe we'll stick with the stars for this page. They're pretty and they definitely add color, but I don't really think they're too over the top. They are part of the bling because of the holographic material, but I don't think it's super in your face. Hello. I just don't want to repeat. I guess I could have done this in the order of the rainbow, couldn't I? That would be easy. Why would I do that? I think I'm going to leave that space open just because it's close to the washi. Let's see, we'll do these over here too. Yellow, purple, orange. That's the New York in me, by the way. If you hear me say orange, it doesn't go over well in the South usually. It's orange, but no, It's orange. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. And I guess we'll start over with the yellow. Okay. Not super duper crazy decorated, but I wonder if I should. Yeah, let me do that. I'll go across the sides here too. It's sort of against what I usually do, but no rules. Do what you want. It's your book. One thing that's really awesome about this is that you just literally do whatever you feel like doing. Some people don't like decorating much at all. A lot of people don't like using color. They use a bullet journal for, I don't want to say its original intended purpose, but they were, literally putting bullets in, and that's not the right color. Dang it. Put the bullets in for to-do lists and tracking things for work or appointments, and it was pretty much always accepted that it was going to be this is going to start over on pink. Accepted that it was sort of like more of a planner thing, and it wasn't until semi-recently, I guess, that I'm going to do orange because pink is there. A lot of people started really getting into the cute artistic thing. It's really so good for the right side of your brain. I encourage everybody to try and just, instead of a calendar, just even if you just throw a couple stickers on there. People say, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. Put a sticker down. If it looks, meh, then so what? It's the only way you learn to do. I mean, my very beginning stuff was awful. Okay, it wasn't awful. That's not true. But compared to some of the stuff I do now, see, this is where I said this is where I started to learn I like to write. So, and then just each month I got more and more comfortable with adding things, and that's where it is. So I'm going to stop for now. It is super duper late. And if anybody is interested, I will fill in this first. Let's see. I can't do green. Let's do this guy. I can do some more pages, or next month I can do, if you're interested in seeing it, let me know. And then next month I'll get to it a little bit earlier and try and get July down, at least a few spreads. If you'd like to see it, let me know. Leave something in the comments. If you enjoyed watching, I would appreciate it if you would like the video. Subscribe if you'd like to. I do a lot of unboxings, and like I said, I'm going to get into this a little bit more. I have some stuff from the Stationery Fest in Orlando. It was this past Saturday. Well, for me, it's the past Saturday, the 30th. It was really, really nice. It was their very first one. So I have a couple pictures and videos of that I can take and share with you if you're interested. But for now, it is super late. I am going to go to bed, and I hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.